EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Uptown Charlotte at rain-soaked Bank of America Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Carolina Panthers. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now Newton on 1st down. And his first look is incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target. And it's 2nd down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
At the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Newton. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21
And a nice
yards.
start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Big Derek Brown making the stop.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 44, Newton to Michel on the screen. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he's got his man, Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Oh, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
A bad time for a roughing penalty. And they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position. Keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. After the run, Newton going to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Newton. That's out to his running back, Michel. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. And that's complete. It's the tight end, Daniels. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14.
So the yard brings up 4th down.
They snap it to Newton. And, it'll be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Joey Sly lining up for the point after.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the that turned over.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Avery Williamson there to make the stop. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A play fake to Michelle. Now Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing is Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play there for the Panthers. 44 yards.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's got it. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're talking about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And he gets this up just shy. 29 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ready? Right to the 3. Switch up, switch up. No, check that. Look, Mike gives him 2 right here.
Now it's Newton. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton, the Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
3rd down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, here's Newton. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On 2nd and 12, Bridgewater gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
35-yard line.
Throwing, Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater taking a shot for Samuel. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 57 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Good. Makes the score Panthers 21. Patriots nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
From the 31, Newton, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Back to throw, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and left.
The way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. From the gun, Bridgewater. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
At the 23-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around a 30. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Ready? What's that, ready? That's track. You can choose the mic. Watch Mike.
Operating from the gun. Newton, Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Panthers have recovered. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Joejuan Williams. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, 36 yards. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Being chased out, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
Bridgewater sacked. A 15-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for. And take it. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play there from McCaffrey. Give him 42 yards on the ground.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now Bridgewater, quick throw out wide to Samuel. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 14-yard line.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Here's Bridgewater. Buying time, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. Bridgewater now. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Ian Thomas there to make the grab. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, as one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They fake the give. Newton. He's going to float this one deep right side. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked up by Trey Boston. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure.
This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Extra point up and through. And the lead is now 24.
Patriots 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
New England.
From the gun, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. To throw again, Newton. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
throwing on third down. Newton. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 10. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Check. 24 is the mic. Wild Bill.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Bridgewater. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
1st down, Bridgewater. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Panthers have the 1st. It's a gain of 12.
10 at the 25-yard line.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Complete to Taylor Gabriel. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
On the play.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
52 is the mic right here. 52 is the mic.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Check.
another try after the first down sack. Newton, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. They will go for it. Now Newton. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Oh, look at the juke. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Throwing on second down, Bridgewater. Sideline throw, that's caught by Moore. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 12 yards there and a first down.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame him?
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week one. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. On 1st and 10, Newton. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Damiere Byrd, 75 yards. And the Patriots get a score closer. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
10 at their own 19-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. Bridgewater on first down. He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Bridgewater. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Completes it to Samuel. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out. The connection there, Bridgewater to Samuel for a Panther first down. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And nothing but green grass here. Here we go. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers have got it on cruise control. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
20. All day, every day. Sponge. No.
Now Newton on first down. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, They run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. From the gun, here's Newton. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
New England on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. The shotgun snap for Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
On first down, Michelle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Watch the whip.
Newton to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Demir Bird, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead is down to 24.
27.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ballgame. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. He's bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Ain't doing nothing.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. 27. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that.
It's caught inside the 25. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Lining up for the extra point.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Today, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they?